Hey guys, how you doing? It's me again, and today I want to talk to you about something that has been rattling around in my head for 2 days now. As you know, last time I told you I've been studying a lot about worship. The Lord has been giving me the opportunity to lead worship a lot more recently than I ever had before, and it's something I'm not familiar with. It's something I don't feel that I'm good in, and so I want to grow in it. I want to learn about it. I want to study it. I want to do it more, right? And So one of the things that I've been doing at work is I've been, no secular music. I have been dedicating at least 6 hours of my day to the Lord while I'm working, and maybe at a later time I'll get into all the perks of that, like the fact that the workday is less stressful and people are, I'm more open to talk to people, and maybe I'll talk about all of those at some other time. But right now I want to talk to you about this one thing that's really been bugging me. And I got convicted of it yesterday. I'm super guilty of it, and it's been bugging me all day today too. And I felt like the Lord had I'm in the middle of worshiping the Lord, and I felt like I automatically got convicted, like because I've been careless in my worship. Over the years, over time, singing the songs over and over again, it's really easy to take your heart out of it. You do the right thing. You can do the right thing for all the wrong reasons or whatever. And sometimes it's like work, and being on the worship team, it's, another practice, another meeting, and another song list. And so as I'm studying this, I really felt like the Lord said I've been careless in my worship. And so, I'm listening to these songs, and songs that I have sang for years. I'm coming back to the heart of worship, and this is my desire. Lord, I give you my heart. We're the burning ones. Our hearts burn for you, Lord. Spirit, lead me where my trust is without borders. I can go, there's none like you. Here's my heart, Lord. I mean, I can name lyric after lyric. Beautifully written songs, beautifully written poetry put to music that we sing unto the Lord. And this is the thing. Those beautiful words that I've been accustomed and familiar with singing week after week, I don't always live my life Monday through Saturday lining up with those words that I sing, that I confess with my mouth on Sunday morning in front of the whole congregation and in front of the Lord, to the Lord, that, and that's a problem. The more I study worship, the more I grow in that area. I come to realize that worship, our first act of worship, it should be how we live our lives, from day to day, morning to night. We come together and we sing songs and stuff, and that's part of that. But the way we live our lives should be our first act of worship unto the Lord. And so I was thinking, how cool would it be if Monday through Saturday we woke up and we worshiped the Lord from the time we woke up to the time we went to bed. And then Sunday morning we came together. We didn't have to wait for 2 songs to go by before we turned our on switch on, or how cool would it be to come together corporately and worship the Lord if we already had been primed and ready to go throughout the week, because we were already on fire worshiping the Lord throughout the whole week. And I'm not saying every week I feel like worshiping the Lord. Some weeks, I don't, and some days I don't, and some days I just don't feel like it. But some days I don't, because of busyness and stuff. But as I was working yesterday, going through these songs, and I just felt like the Lord told me, hey, I'm humming along and I'm singing along and I'm praising the Lord with my mouth, but I wasn't with my heart, and I instantly got, like, I felt convicted, and I felt like, my life needs to be my first act of worship to the Lord. And so, just briefly today, I just want to encourage you that, as you're listening to your worship songs, just look at your favorite song lyrics, stuff that you have been confessing for years with your mouth. I think it's time as the church that we got our daily life to line up with some of this beautiful poetry that we confess weekly. I think it's time that we put a priority on how we live our lives. and how we're worshiping the Lord from day to day, from the time we wake up to the time we go to bed. And if we lived, see, like I said, Spirit lead me where my trust is without borders. I sing that every time that song's on. I love that line. I want to live my life like that line. Sometimes I don't live my life like that line, but I want to. And so I need to, I need to do what I need to do. One of the important things about we want to see the Lord work in big and awesome, mysterious ways, right? The Lord does things all the time. The Lord's always working. We just don't see it. We don't look for it. And so, the Lord is going to do what he's going to do, but we still have to do our part. And so I feel like we need to dedicate, you don't have to cut out all secular music like I did, but I feel like it's time, and I want to challenge you today and encourage you to just dedicate more time to the Lord, more time for worship, more time for your daily life to just worship the Lord. Not always about a song, not always about a physical act, but our hearts, that we get up and we prepare our hearts as an act of worship. And some days it's going to be a sacrifice. There's verses upon verses about that. We sing a song, we sang it last week. We bring the sacrifice of praise, and we offer up to you the sacrifices of thanksgiving. And sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's not easy. Sometimes it's a sacrifice, but we have to do it. That's what the Lord wants of us. Our first act of worship is the way we live our life. I felt guilty singing songs from my mouth, confessing with my mouth things that I don't live up to. And I just want to challenge you and encourage you today to start living up to the things that we confess with our mouths. Start worshiping the Lord in our daily life, and to start putting him first, top priority, and start conditioning our hearts. The Lord's going to soften. The Lord's going to do the work and the change. We just have to be willing to let him. That we start waking up every day and we say, here's my heart, Lord, and we offer it up to him, even when it hurts, so that he can make the changes in our lives that's needed to be holy and blameless in his sight, and just to be the church, to do the things he'd have for us to grow in the Lord. So I just encourage you today, right now, start paying attention to your worship songs. Make your life line up with what you're singing. Make your life line up with what you're confessing. So you keep praying for me, I'll keep praying for you. You guys have a good week. I'll talk to you later. God bless.